one of the heroes that has seen great rise in this group stage.
I don't think any of our cheesy heroes really fit here. I don't think you want to go for the Huskar. I don't think you want to go for the Broodmother. I think, obviously 10th pick, it's a little bit better for those scenarios just because OG would still have one last chance to respond.
I wouldn't hate something like a DK. Just something big that you can throw out there, put in the mid lane, and start taking towers.
That would be kind of interesting. They'd be playing very clumped with it.
Oh,
okay, they will Huskar. So
this is the new DK.
It's true. I don't know. Is there any really crazy way you can do it? They banned the Clink, so they got rid of like some really heavy physical damage to stop it. They're trying to force the Lina matchup, I suppose. But now, okay, so hear me out, guys.
Okay,
Seb, I know Seb plays this like off-lane Treant Protector apparently, and I believe he does it in pubs where he doesn't take invis. Can they go with the AA with it? No, we're just going Evoker. All right. I want to get really deep down the rabbit hole.
Well, it's normally a hero that you look at this and you say, oh my god, there's so much early aggression Fnatic. Why are you taking Invoker? This hero takes forever to come online. Thompson known for Quas Wex.
This is the Seb Treant. Because it's the Invoker.
So it is going to be a Jarex Lina.
All right, guys, I'm in there. I got you. So from what I've heard, I haven't personally witnessed it, but I believe Seb does an off-lane Treant in pubs where then he just doesn't take the invis and he just maxes Leech Seed and the heal.
Is that really the play, though? Like, look at these lanes that they're going against. Like, he's going to have to go up against an Ursa, most likely. Can't Ursa just bully him back?
I don't know. Remember, there's no swapping. It might be an off-lane Chen, too, right? Where they just... that's what they're trying to decide right now, but it'd be pretty weird to see No-Tail not playing Chen.
Yeah.
But there is no swapping.
You don't think that this was a misclick?
No.
Okay. Yeah, because the other thing, too, I heard this yesterday. They added something to the player thing where now it says, are you sure you want this hero?
Yeah, because with our little pause that we now have for about a minute or so after the end of the draft, we rules for TI.
No.
There is no swapping. So, yeah, let's give me the Seb Treant Protector. See, I went down the rabbit hole. It was fine, guys. We found the rabbit. Exactly. There he is. It's a Seb Treant Protector.
Well, a very interesting draft. I think Fnatic, this is the new look of their team, is fight early, try and get aggressive. They solved their late game woes in some ways, but OG still doing crazy stuff. And I think that this Ana Spectre is what they're kind of pinning their hopes on towards the end here, and making space for him throughout the map.
I kind of like it. I mean, I don't know. It worked out fairly well for Fnatic yesterday with the Huskar. I think they should have won that game versus Mineski, but things got a little bit out of hand. Their Tricorn, that was the Necro, the Wyvern for Universe, and then the Huskar for Abed. But, the Fountain was his arch rival. So.
His ultimate undoing. Yeah, Abed had a bit of a rough one on that game.
Flopson.
Yeah, that's his
that's
name
an excellent tag.
What a guy. Well, game number 1 on our third day here of the International, and it's OG versus Fnatic. As we are getting ready for the chat spam. That's one thing you can definitely anticipate coming from OG. They know how to do it very well. We're going to see a lot of fight me's coming from Thompson, as he does already have the Quas leveled up. So I do believe that this is going to be the Quas Wex.
I believe that's the only way to do it versus the old Huskar.
Yeah.
Oh, first player to get 15 denies. Yo, if you're not choosing an Enigma, guys, I got a bridge to sell you. Just take Enigma, for the love of God.
Those. I don't get them, man.
Sorry, buddy. I know it's tough being the camera, but I got to help the people out here.
That's true. Let them know. Let them know.
If you think Fnatic's gonna win, you want to go with the first barracks 20 to 30. If you think OG is gonna win, you might just want to go 40 plus. Sure, maybe you can risk the 30-40. I'm gonna trust the Universe Enigma person. I'm gonna go with the 20 to 30. I feel like I might be able to do it.
That's fair.
So that means, therefore, I'm going to say Fnatic's going to win. And number of teleports. Teleports canceled by stun by 25 minutes. Oh. What do we got here? We got a Shackles. Is anyone going to really try and escape, though? Yeah, Root definitely counts.
I mean, does it count as a stun? Will it code it right? You know what I'm talking about there?
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's a great question. number of teleports canceled by stun. You're right.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, whatever. I'm just going with 3+. Dude.
Easy peasy.
Nah, that's too many. I'm going with 1.
I like it. Look at Pile I Die here. He's just running a no-tail. He's like, come at me. Fight me. OG, take 2. Fnatic going to secure themselves. Only 1. Oh. A little bit late to the party is DJ. God, DJ has been having himself a hell of a tournament. I think if anybody has missed the Fnatic games that have been going on, he's looked like the player of the tournament to me.
DJ's back. Yeah. Like this whole craze that happened to him, the Manila Major, that was completely deserved, and he was unbelievable playing that Enigma. That's what I'm seeing again from DJ. Like, he has been single-handedly doing so much over that. Like, it was super crucial post-laning phase. His first rotations around the 6 and 7 minute mark, he got triple kills in a couple different games. It's been absolutely wild. And yeah, here's Seb. He's got that leech seed.
All right.
This is why you got to watch the pubs. You got to get the knowledge.
He's a big boy, you know. He's still. I'm curious to see how this works against an Ursa, because I feel like if there was one hero that could really bully a tree, it would be an Ursa.
Yeah, it feels like one of the better ones. But the support is pretty good for it, right? With JRX on Lina. Although they did just lose their Observer Ward. That was a really risky place to put an Observer Ward, too, because they had the... like, this is such a common place to Sentry, right? Oh. Against a Tree Protector. Oh, yeah.
That Salve just got broken. Yeah, that's the Sentry. That's a good point.
Yeah, and they just lost an Observer Ward that was right here. Just like everyone's Sentry is like right here against Tree Protector, so it's just kind of surprising.
I guess maybe they weren't anticipating the no invis or whatever, but...
That's a good point, I suppose.
It's like the double bluff.
Yeah.
I don't take invis, so you won't drop a Sentry Ward.
Yeah, and this is it. This is the second point living armor. All right, we're in there. I'm really looking forward to seeing this.
Yeah, how it goes. So the thing to watch for there in the mid lane, as we did talk about it, the salve getting broken on the Huskar makes a pretty big deal. Not the worst thing in the world is Thompson, actually. Got a lot of harassment there from the Burning Spears. But Abed's still going to have a good time in this lane, it feels like. Even though you've got a lot of regen on Invoker, there's not enough to deal with the Burning Spears.
That is true, but don't worry, they have Tree Protector. Hey. So some living armor. Need to be a little bit more cautious about it with the Burning Spears, though. Got to get it after. Or I guess actually with living armor level 1, because the regen's only 4. Oh, okay, so yeah, you actually get more value out of the block early on. That makes sense.
Cool. We've also been seeing the sort of innovation going on with Spectre recently, where more and more players are just taking the maxed out Dispersion and not any points in Desolate, really.
Yeah.
Just because of how effective that ability is for keeping you alive. As top lane, Seb, trading some hits with an Ursa. I mean, he's got 800 HP. Like, it's not that bad trading hits there.
No, it's kind of okay. And you just really want that second point into the Leech Seed as well. That's where it really starts to build up. And he needs a lot of assistance from JRX. But JRX is starting to run low on regen, both mana and HP here.
Leech Seed comes in. JRX looking for the follow-up, able to hit it. The right click's coming through. Envy in a little bit of trouble. We'll get the slowdown, the Fairy Fire, and now the heal coming as well from the tree. And
oh, nice.
This is the light Envy. Good play by Envy. He's going to find first blood.
Oh, the tip from DJ, too. He's like, that's my carry. Helping me out, man.
You know, Envy's been involved in a lot of first blood. That's
Envy
one of the first
JRX
ones where he gets it.
I never see Envy tip. Envy's so proud of that play.
Yeah. He started to do it at the summit a little bit more. Not gonna lie, it's good. Nice. He's having a revelation in his later stages of his career there. We do also have Universe trying to deal with this creep, which is going to be sent back to Big Day No Tail, which is just right there. Oh no, it's sent back to base. Excuse me. Casts on the creep itself. Yeah, that's the cool combo that you can do. The Chen. And then, of course, cast the ability on yourself afterwards once you have the mana, and you can bring it right back in again.
Well, so far, though, last it's pretty even up top. I mean, Tree Protector very good at denying, of course, because you have the highest base damage in the game. And the downside, though, is that Leech Seed does cost quite a bit, right? It got increased by about, what was it, 15 mana on level 2. A little bit harsh.
Yeah.
And your pool is not that large, so curious to see what he builds for. If he goes in towards like the Blink Dagger earlier on, if he just goes for the Meteor Hammer, which is probably the most likely thing.
Do you go Arcanes on Tree in the core role, or do you think
I'm not sure what he does.
Yeah, that's...
It's curious because the thing about Tree Protector is that you really need Tranquils because of the movement speed. It's not so much about the regen, although he does have terrible base regen, as you can see right now, sitting at 1.9. So the Tranquils are great once you're getting through that mid game and everything, but it's more about the movement speed because you want to be able to cross the map as fast as possible.
Oh. Highlight Die moving in. Thompson might have spotted him on the ward, not sure, but they are going to be able to hit the two-person tornado. Nice play there. And then get the walk away. Yeah, so he saw him moving in with this ward the whole time through, and they aren't able to find that kill.
That was a pretty slick two-man tornado, too. Like, he barely clipped Highlight Eye with it.
Oh, top lane, Seb taking a lot of damage here. They are going to hit the Light Strike Array, and well, they're absolutely fine. Again, they go over, secure themselves a couple bounty runes, easy peasy. Bottom lane, Universe just getting dove, and Managed to find the kill, and now going to pressure the tower. This is the strength of Chen.
Oh. Universe is dead. That means he can't be denying right now.
Oh, no.
I'm kind of running into some trouble here, guys. I might have misled some people.
Oh, Pylai die. Also, just the damage coming out. The 2 points there in the dagger. Oh, the soul rip, though. Thompson goes down in the mid lane, but no tail. Able to find the finish there with the chain lightning and then the Ana send back.
No one expects the Harpy.
Very well done. But yeah, the mid lane was where they were able to find a kill onto the Invoker with the Husker, who's already dominating this lane and now gets a solo kill.
6. Oh, wow. Actually, 15-3. It's not too bad for the Invoker, but...
Oh, nice shackle from DJ. Manages to hit both of the heroes, and Envy, one more hit, a double kill. He's having a hell of an early game.
This Ursa pick looking very nice, and certainly punishing this idea of the core treant.
Oh,
I'm thinking
Thompson.
Oh, geez, again, eh? He's got DD rune too, but I'm thinking that this Lina is probably going to be looking to get into that sort of position, right, where you're trying to take away a little bit of farm from this offlaner. Like, Treant's going to start moving around the map probably once he gets a few more levels again.
Yeah, he knew that he didn't have Ghost Walk, and so just jumps on him. Having that ward on the high ground, and yeah, Thompson, they're pinging that they think it's there.
Bit unfortunate there. Oh, we're one deny away. Oh, no. Huskar's going to get it. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no.
I didn't think Universe would die.
That's what
well
happens,
done, Abed. Incorrect. My prediction's 2 away.
I mean, it's still kind of crazy, like, how much this Huskar is dominating, too. Like, I feel like this is going to be the type of thing that, I mean, what do you really do at this stage? I guess they're going to bring No Tail to try and gank?
I mean, the Huskar is owning, but they're also not pressuring Spectre at all. Spectre's on top of the board. That's a problem.
Yeah.
At the same time, it doesn't matter how much Spectre has if like the other lanes are going too poorly, because you can just pressure in, and what's the Spectre going to do even with that much gold this early?
DJ gets the TP away, realizing No Tail doesn't have a way to break it. Ursa. Very angry, but looking to run in there and tried to bait out the late strike ray. Not going to connect.
Seb's had to go for the 3rd point in the living armor just to help Thompson. Instead, just so he has to keep that 2 on Leechy, which lowers his own aggression in the lane. Could also be partially because they're up against such a difficult matchup that it's hard to be aggressive, but now No Tail's here with that Stormcrafter again, and maybe even trying to force an Enrage out here as he bullies Envy all the way back to the tier 2, and they move into the tower.
Well, they weren't able to secure bottom tier 1 tower, but they're going to try and see if they can take this Ursa off of it, and this is the strength. You can also, you know, just bully away the strength of this Treant Protector. A ton of damage. Kill off creeps, push in the wave, easy peasy.
This living armor too, he's hitting mid, he's hitting bottom. Back to mid, helping out Thompson there, so it is having a very big impact on the other 2 lanes. Even though it's not going that well for Thompson, it would be a hell of a lot worse.
Wow, the haunt in onto Abed. They're trying to take him down. He is going to fall there. Thompson looking like he's going to end up dying as DJ manages to pick up a kill. Has a Fairy Fire still. Trying to bait Ana into this. It isn't going to be enough. As Envy shows up now, trying to see if he can find himself a kill onto Jerex. The right click's coming through. Light Strike array to save the life. And now, trying to fight Ana. Needs to back out again. They're bringing in the Chen. Envy in some trouble. Ana thinking about going back in here, but they can't quite do it. Pylai dies now here, too, for the Soul Rip. Trying to live, and, well, no more Hadouken's going to go out there for the kill.
Oh, and then the Universe just used the Shrine while Envy was running over. It's okay. He can still just keep on farming.
Yeah, fair enough.
Excellent play there with the Haunt, too, using that in combination with the Cold Snap, or else Abed was certainly going to get the kill.
Yeah.
A lot easier without going down, more than likely, but DJ able to help clean up some.
Thompson trying to get in towards that Urn of Shadows. So effective when you can combo it together with the Cold Snap, since he's going to be maxing out the Quas and Wex for the next foreseeable future.
It is a very good space-making build on the Invoker to try and give some more time to our Spectres up top. That little bit of bonus damage there from the creeps, but it's not enough, even with the ulti from the Treant Protector. It's not that far.
Yeah. And this push that's coming from OG feels like it's going to be kind of hard to deal with in a way. Like, you do have this Huskar that can maybe be this meat shield in front of everybody else. He's getting towards that armlet, but maybe when they battle for Roche, these are going to be interesting things to watch for.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuns. That's the only problem. And And Seb, when he eventually does get in towards the Nature's Guise, like, there is a lot of combo potential with Treant Protector. And one of the best things about his roots and everything is that he also disarms. So if he focuses Abed, there's going to be a lot of time for them to stack all these stuns they have on their lineup.
Oh, man. And big rotation bottom. Like you said, they want to try and control Ana so that way they can make the space for Abed and to get into those items, but it just doesn't happen.
Seb, top of the last hits chart. Treant Protector, he's slaying it. I love this game. This is my hero, baby. Look at him, he's cosplaying Canada too. That's good. He's got the correct cosmetics on. Really glad he's getting into it. Definitely.
It's the type of thing that you like to see. Innovation in the Dota 2 world. They do spot Pile die again. He is in the wrong area. A quick and easy death there as they take him down.
They're trying to set up bottom with the black hole here with Envy too. Just this invis room, but Ana seems to be wary of something. He doesn't want to go anywhere outside of the tower with black hole.
It's been a really good job from him, making sure that he doesn't get caught out of position. That's 2 separate rotations where they brought in Envy and they haven't been able to find a kill onto the Spectre. We'll see if he ventures out here, but it looks like he's still just remaining safe. Has Haunt back up soon. And they're just pressuring the tower. They say, all right, if nobody is coming mid, that means they have to be trying to kill the Spec.
Jack's just waiting here. Even if someone does show up, trying to wrap around from that side, that'd be such a quick stun.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It is just a tier 1 tower.
Yeah, it kind of makes you wonder, like, all right, they're not top and they're not mid, so where are they? So that's why Ana's just playing so ridiculously far. And Seb has been given so much space. He's going to come down now, and he has the 1 point. So he stands by the tree up top while he TPs, has it going by the time he gets here, and he's already here for the big
in
play.
The area looking for the interruption. They get the root. They can't. No, they managed to land the black hole. It's still pretty good. Can they kill off the Spectre? The great combo, though. EMP Tornado, Deafening Blast. The Thompson Invokers there. Nobody has mana at all.
They sent back
all
the Spectre.
falling. The universe is going to die, and the Haunt back in after the send back. Sunstrike off the mark, but doesn't matter. They kill Universe, just trying to shackle to keep back this Invoker, but it's not happening. OG running at Fnatic here as they try and take down DJ. Gonna get the kill with Jerax.
On the final for Pile Die, the Centaurs are coming. Are you lost in the woods of the Centaurs? It would appear you are.
4 dead. And great play there from OG.
Yeah.
They take the tower. Oh, God, it was so sick.
It was just so telegraphed by Fnatic. It was well known for a while that clearly they're making this move. They want to use this black hole. And you saw how Seb rotated, where he comes in, he hides, he waits in the invis, and he tried to hold the overgrowth for the black hole, but he couldn't, right? Because it was just getting closer and closer. So finally he just had to pull it because Ana was going to die. And then after the root, he's able to throw down the black hole, but it was still too late because then the tornado came through from Thompson, as you can see here. So there's Seb waiting, finally pulls it. Black hole comes out, and then the saving tornado.
Yeah.
Ana just able to escape.
Yeah, the combination there, too, of, like, even just getting the overgrowth for that slight delay that it takes for, you know, Thompson to get into position.
Yeah.
As meanwhile, we are back in the world of the living where it is Abed securing himself an Aegis. Not often that you lose a fight like that and then immediately go to Roche, but Fnatic make it work.
Yeah, Huskar and Ursa, certainly a major advantage of their lineup. Something they can do pretty much at will in this matchup. Oh, Thompson's on the prowl. He's got a Spear Vessel. He's going to find the Ursa.
Oh my God, he's already got a Spear Vessel.
Yeah.
Eternal Envy. I mean, he turns to fight. They are going to get the kill.
You know,
and now the disarm, long
versus
duration.
Huskar.
Look at this. He can't do anything. Thompson trying to get the finish. He might die in Fountain. No, he's going to buy a Fairy Fire and then use it.
And the Living Armor, too.
Oh, nice play.
Yeah. Yeah, Spirit Vessel, really good item in this game. Sometimes you'll see just the Urn from Invokers, and they might go back for something else, but Spirit Vessel 100% in this one. And it's even pretty common when you're not versus someone so ridiculous as a Huskar.
Man, action-packed game number 1 here is it's a 4,000 gold lead for OG, but at the very least for Fnatic, they do have this Aegis on Huskar.
Matt loves these hero voice lines.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really freaking out.
That's the best one in the game, by the way. I don't even know what it is. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
You get it from just one game of Treant, guys. It's totally worth it.
Pile Die, just going to tank a Laguna Blade. And they refill the Spirit Vessel charges. Spirit Vessel, such a value item this game.
Yeah, Thompson's just making space for Ana, so he just wants to be going around, getting kills, and obviously Spirit Vessel is a very good item for that. Send back onto Jerax because he's out of mana. Have to credit No-Tail on that big fight bomb down too, of course, getting the send back onto the Spectre, who then was able to regen and haunt back in. It's basically the equivalent of a dieback haunt for a Spectre, right? And that's something that can be watched for throughout the rest of this game.
Yeah. one of the bigger plays that you can make in the strength of a Chen's Spectre. Hadn't thought about it all that much before, but it seems pretty good. Meanwhile, No-Tail still making space on this Chen.
Yeah.
Level 6 and pressuring, taking the top tier 1 tower.
We're going to see, I would guess, a big rotation from OG down this way now, too, is, yeah, Thompson. Finally getting punished for all this roaming around.
Well, and he is going to throw out the whoops there as he falls down dead.
It's an important pickoff for them, but I think you can see Mad's already down bottom, right? Because what more does Mad have to gain in that top lane? He took down both of the 2 towers. He has a Meteor Hammer. You can't effectively use the Meteor Hammer onto the high ground as Train Protector. It's just not a very good avenue for it. So, especially with his move speed. He's way too slow to get to those trees near the tier 3. So he's going to come down bottom and start focusing this tier 2, control up this area, and use his invis to help plant some wards.
Because of that, you do see that instead it's going to be No-Tail that can push out this lane with his creeps. Always create just a threat where somebody has to come back and defend against it, and then maybe they'll play elsewhere on the map.
And he's very hard to kill. Like,
yeah.
Their only true ganking hero right now is the Wind Ranger, basically, because we're still waiting on this Blink Dagger from Eternal Envy.
Ana, a little bit of a...
Oh, they get the stun down bottom. They found Seb with the Shackle.
Nice play there. Take down the trees, make sure he has nowhere left to go, and they're just going to immediately drop the black hole.
Yeah, it's a core hero.
That's what happens.
I mean, he's going to be caught out of position every now and then on that tree. It's just sort of, you know, a space-making hero, and I guess that you can eventually pick him off. I was going to comment, though, about this Ana build. Yesterday, we did end up seeing the Blade Mail into Manta style, and now just the straight-up Manta coming from Spectre. What do you think about this?
A little bit interesting. I don't see any major benefits. Probably the best thing is just being up against a Huskar, right? This whole idea of the single target. We saw how effective it was for Manta on a Tinker versus Huskar. So clearly Manta on a hero that actually uses Manta is probably really nice.
Haunt coming out. DJ, he's going to be found. The Shackle on the Illusion. Nice play there. Still is going to end up being a death for DJ.
No real help on that one. So that was the use of a Haunt, though, and the wave isn't really close to the tower. I wouldn't call that a massive loss or anything for Fnatic, as long as they're getting some other space across the map, which they are. Envy is picking up a Blink Dagger, or sorry, picked up Blink Dagger, and is now going in towards that Basher, so that looks good. And Abed has enough for his Halberd, too.
Yeah. Well, I'm still kind of thinking at this point in the game, you've got to have this like big worry about what's going to happen when the Spectre gets up to its farm. Because I guess the other thing to talk about with, you know, the Manta style against the Huskar is like the Desolate is that much more value. The pure damage against the Huskar can just completely decimate him if he's all left alone.
Yeah, although for the most part, Huskar's going to be in a group anyway.
Right.
So it shouldn't matter too much.
Fair enough. Thompson pushing out the lane with Seb nearby, having that Blink Dagger on top of the Meteor Hammer. We do have the Aegis expiring as DJ is going to start to make his move with the smoke.
No-Tail spots out a ward, though.
Oh, they run into Thompson, immediately dust, but it's a little bit too late.
Yeah, they catch him, but he's just too fast right now.
Thompson, feeling good about that.
Jerax, we talked about how he was like trying to get a little bit of farm gold for himself. It's not just him. All that space up top for No-Tail, he is very wealthy. And this allows him to get a couple of these aura items. He's going to build into a Vlad's for the team. A couple of Brawlers and the Spectre and the Train Protector. They'll be happy about that one.
Oh, definitely.
And Seb has his Blink Dagger, so he can be very sneaky moving across the map.
Universe.
Close one. And he was in the vicinity there. And they have a lot of sentries down here, too. So he still hasn't committed any more movement speed items, which is kind of interesting. So even with max Nature's Guise, he's still just stuck running around at 429.
I guess the Blink Dagger helps with that a little bit, so he can traverse areas he wouldn't normally be able to.
Yeah, it does mean he can come and chip away at that tier 3 too if it ever gets close up top.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy to blink onto some of the trees that are near it.
For Staff, the next item of choice for Invoker after going for the Spirit Vessel, and now is going to be going back for the Aghanim Scepter afterwards. Transition to more of that damage.
Look at this farm down bottom on all these Eidolons.
This is great.
Oh man, this is why Meteor Hammer is incredible.
Oh no, they ran
At least
away.
they die, but it's okay. You just kill entire waves so simply from Invis, and you can kind of bait. So right now, like they could be hunting this tree. Like Seb's going to show, right? Like, there's not a lot of value showing here. He's just trying to bait and hope they're going to come down for the kill, and it might work on DJ and Universe here.
Oh, Thompson, he runs into Universe right at the get-go. They are going to be able to hit the Shackle, but it does not latch. Haunt to follow this one up, and it looks like DJ is going to be the sacrifice as he tries to head out of there. I don't know if they can chase down Universe any further. He's getting fairly low, but moving into the creeps, it's not going to be enough. The Manta to split up the extra bits of damage. Now the lift up onto Envy as well. Jarek's able to hit the Sunstrike on top of it, but the Enrage was there to keep him alive, and now the rest of Fnatic in the area. They have a buyback on Universe if they want to go for it. They might need to now because they're all starting to fall as they are starting to get through the damage. Thompson on a killing spree. They're doing the Meteor Hammer drop on Abed. They're completely getting dismantled. And are you lost spam as they all die? OG, disrespect.
Yeah, they are not finding a whole lot of value in their Huskar pick this game. It did well in the lane. It did okay, but post lane, this just isn't a hero that you really want to be like putting your game on, right? And so that means that it has to be Universe who gets it, but great focus down from OG during that team fight, and then Envy is just coming into a fight that's already lost essentially. Pretty hard for an Ursa to clean up a lot of those situations, and OG just playing out of their minds right now. Find all the good fights, all set up with kind of a bait situation down bottom with Seb. And all of their movements have looked very strong this game, right? Like the way that they countered the gank onto Ana in the bottom.
Yeah. Well, and you know, I'm just thinking like the sort of the not necessarily play style, but like the team morale, I guess. This is one of the things that I talked about in the EU qualifiers for TI is like, if they are feeling this confident with themselves, you know, spamming the chat wheel, everybody seems like they're in a good mood when you see them going through, like, you know, in the lunch areas or whatever. This is a team that could potentially start getting on a roll. I think that people are underrating them, and they play a lot of good opponents going forward. So curious to see how they go forward in this game, in this series. 17-8 already, 9,000 net worth lead.
Yeah, momentum is incredibly important in TI. Several teams have shown that over the years, right? Like DC, Liquid, of course.
Yeah.
Over the past couple. So Wings even, I guess you could argue, was a pretty momentum-based team. Envy will be focused down here now. Not going to be able to go for a follow-up, though, as his allies are too close. So good choice by Jerax. But I think one thing about OG, too, is they definitely have a chip on their shoulder after what happened with the roster swap, right? Like,
yeah.
You just have two of your star players, like some of the most iconic players in Dota, just leave out of nowhere, and the team's still pretty upset about it. So they had to pull themselves together very quickly for the qualifiers, dominated, and now they're doing very well here at TI itself. But again, it is only group stage, so still a very long road before you're even getting to that top 8 of the bracket.
Yeah, the main event is just a completely different animal from the get-go as well. Roche, we have a minute until it's going to respawn. As top lane, Seb just going to lay down a little bit of hurt here onto the tower from afar with the Meteor Hammer. And you can see this tier 2 already down to just 380 HP.
Yeah, and you can just do sneaky stuff like this. Easily chip away once more. He's going to wait, though, because the back door is going to kick in. So, smart boy. And maybe hoping that he can trick them into thinking nothing's happening. But, oh, he actually cancels Meteor Hammer. He doesn't want Envy to know he's here.
Okay.
So are they going to bring some allies to focus him, or? No,
it looks like they're trying to set up over the side as well. There are 4 heroes of OG, but now Fnatic kind of grouped together. Maybe they're going to think about going for a smoke play in a second here, as it does look like DJ has one.
And NoTail has used this Harpy for like the entire game.
Yeah.
Fortunately, it's not really the fastest creep, so it just gets eaten up.
Patience from Zoe.
Ana running in close. Needs to be careful with his positioning here as all the rest of Fnatic are in the area. Striker Ray clearing through those creeps. Universe does not have a Blink Dagger yet, but he does have that BKB. And meanwhile, you look at this, Thompson is just pushing up the top lane. Like, this tower is falling down, and nobody from Fnatic is coming to really deal with it. And Envy shows up there now, but that means that maybe OG could take a fight at this point.
Yeah, and they don't have living armor, but Pilot Eye is in the back line. He looks like he's trying to start something here. Or he needs to at least be ready for it, because you are only an Undying. Very dangerous spot to be. I guess if they start a fight on top of Pilot Eye there, then they can just TP the Shrine and join him, but...
I mean, look at this. They're just ratting them out back and forth. They're pulling Fnatic across the map, and Fnatic is getting very little farm while this is happening.
Yeah, and they're going to steal the roast from right under them. Huskar
man.
All right, there's still no Blink Dagger.
And they're not going to get here in time. Roche goes down, and again, Fnatic caught in a little bit of an odd situation. The Tornado a little bit off the mark. Universe thinking about dropping down that black hole if they want to go for it. Envy's on top of him, down to low HP. Thompson gets the Deafening Blast off, but not quick enough. The Hand of God.
It's a pretty big kill. Take down the Invoker. That's going to be a decent swing. 1,100. Unfortunately, the kill went to Pilot Eye. which might not be the best for them, but they'll still take it.
I'm playing him in fantasy. That's not unfortunate.
Oh, okay.
What are you
fair
talking
enough.
about?
Yeah, sorry.
As we look at that replay real quickly, it was so close to gain off the Hand of God there at the last second, and I don't know if that would have saved the day, but...
Well, he also had the Force Staff, too, that like saved himself from the shackle, too, so he was getting there.
Yeah.
I think we still need to be wary that they haven't quite gone high ground yet, and the high ground is pretty scary just because like power shot spam, taking down creeps, might force you into a push that you don't really want to go for, and then suddenly you're just getting all black hole. So there is still just a single counter right now of the Treant Protector to handle it, unless you get like a net with the Chen.
Right. That's probably the dream there, to pick up one of those troll creeps. I imagine he would try and look around for one. But nonetheless, Universe looking for that blink. You do have top lane, No Tail, smoked up and trying to get down a pretty decent ward here.
Envy has a BKB now too, so if No Tail was thinking about the Purge creep too, which I'm sure he's probably considering, right? Getting rid of that overpower. Be very irritating for an Ursa player. But won't be able to handle that now. So Seb, once again, scouting out here.
I think they would have gone on him there if they could have found it. But a little bit late with that Sentry Ward. Pally die. Meanwhile, though, they drop down another one and see the rotation in from Seb. He just walks outside of vision now, and looks like they're going to try and play around this one as Pally die TP's away, and they are not going to take this fight. Thompson.
Oh, he ults. No, not going to catch him.
Yeah, they get out. Good job by Fnatic to dodge that gank. They were sort of being wrapped around on from every angle.
Radiant are
Thompson is so fast at this point. 515 Ghost Walk. But still holding the tier 3s means that they'll at least have a chance of the next Roche because of the shrines being there. For now, I don't think they want to go anywhere near Ana. So going to try and keep on split pushing. Seb is now rotated top. We don't have any bots heroes.
Oh, they have Haunt, though, if they want to use it. And that is going to be the play, although he pops the BKB out now, and the overgrowth is going to be there. TP away. Good play by Envy, but it's not good enough. Manta Diffusal's a lot of damage.
Okay. Yeah, they had a DD rune. I was going to say, there's no way he should live, but Seb was comfortable just going with the ulti. Or sorry, there's no way he should die, but he was comfortable going for the ulti simply because he knew Ana had a DD. That makes a lot more sense. Wow, the shackle onto the catapult.
And now no Envy. He just bought that BKB.
Yeah.
So a little bit of luck and a little bit of skill going the way of OG to take down Envy there. And now they're pressuring the tower. Ana still with that Aegis.
Seb's going to Meteor Hammer it too if he wants.
Go for it. Ana still living. Look at the damage with the turnaround. Ana still holding on to that DD. Has the Manta style if he wants to pop it. Look at this damage coming out. And there's going to be the Manta dodge turning now onto Abed. Ana has the Hand of God, living for the moment. The two-person shackle. This could be a decent turnaround. But the illusions taking down Abed with the Desolate damage. Oh, it's dirty. And the tip to boot. Easy peasy. OG taking the first set of racks 27 minutes in.
OG Dota. I love it. I was not gonna lie, looking really forward to this core Treant to finally come out. We actually get it, and it was pretty important for the strategy, right? Like, you have an Invoker and a Spectre. This Invoker up against a Huskar, pretty difficult matchup, but the Living Armor just constantly being spammed. The 2 points just in the Leech Seed, and then going back for the max Living Armor, and then back for the max Nature's Guise. It allowed him to be on the edge of the map no one else wanted to be, and then help sustain 2 lanes that were in a pretty bad situation. Like, that was one of the worst lanes I've ever seen for for Universe, rather. Like, he was pressuring constantly, and it still wasn't enough because every time Ana would just back up and get healed.
Absolutely. It's the hard thing to deal with as they have the cold snap with the Spirit Vessel onto DJ. Ana still low, but is hanging on to that Aegis. Pylai die, dropping down low too. The Black Hole is there on 2, but immediately going to get interrupted by Seb with the Meteor Hammer drop on top of them, but the BKBs are out, so keeping them alive. A Butterfly picked up for Ana as he turns now onto Envy. They only have 20 more seconds left on this Aegis, but it might be enough regardless because they kill off the bear yet again. GG called. OG doing it big here in the group stages.
That was the win you had to earn right there. That's what that was. That was not an easy one. That wasn't like some crazy outdraft, really. I think just excellently played by side of OG. Very good strategy.